So one is Women's History Month, so of course we're gonna talk about that a little bit. And then I have a really sweet topic that I want to talk about. So I don't want to give it away yet because I feel like as soon as I say what it is, it'll start a conversation. So we're just gonna wait till we get there. But stay tuned for that because I feel like it's gonna be amazing.
Definitely. So, just an update. Just updates for what we talked about last podcast. We talked about Jussie Smollett. I don't know if you guys are up to date on everything. Yeah, I added it to the chat box. Hold on. Let me make sure this chat box is here. But we talked about Jussie Smollett and his trials and tribulations. So in February, what we last heard about him was that he got...
Hold on, did you just say trials and tribulations?
Yeah, I absolutely did. I got that from my mama. She's country. So we talked about how he got, allegedly, he was attacked by two white men wearing MAGA hats. They beat him to the ground, threw bleach on him, put a noose around his neck. And then within that whole month of February, the story came out that he set this up for himself because he wanted a pay raise on Empire. And now that we're here at the end of the March, turns out that, Chicago, they brought him to court for wasting police time, and they dropped all charges against him. He had a $10,000 bond out, and he had to do a little bit of community service, but they just dropped all charges. Doesn't mean he's guilty, doesn't mean he's not guilty. He just got the charges dropped on him. I want to know what you guys think about that as I fix this text box.
Personally, I don't know what it means. Like, did he do it? Did he not do it? Did Chicago fuck up? Like, what happened? I feel like just dropping it like this is leaving us without answers. And personally, I'm upset. I mean, I'm happy for him, but then at the same time, it's like, are we angry at Jussie? Or are we angry at the police? He got the get out of jail free card.
I'm trying to bring this text box up. Denny, you might have to message me to get the correct text box there. But I gotta let y'all know, for real, I ain't mad at all. Like, he didn't hurt anybody. He did waste the police officer's time a little bit, but I have a similar feeling to what my mom had when the OJ verdict came out, that he was not guilty. Like, we see affluent people get away with crimes all the time, but when they're a person of color, they don't get away. Like, they get the fullest extent of the law. You can see that right now with the actors who paid colleges so that their kids can get on, like, special teams, just so that they could be said that they're on said team, like the crew team or basketball team, football team, and they will pay like large donations to these schools so their kids can go in. And now they're finally getting justice done to them, but they're not going to get off. They're not going to get a lot of time. At most, they'll probably pay like an extra fine. They probably won't do any jail time. And I'm glad to see, Jussie get away with it too. It's nice to see that people of color can also get away with the same white collar crimes everyone else does, even though this is not a white collar crime. But that's how I feel about the matter. Lucian said he got a get out of jail free card. What were you saying?
I was saying I didn't see it that way, like as him getting off what other people got off on.
Yeah.
Now that you say it that way, I guess it makes sense, but still at the same time, I feel like for my sake, I was gypped. Like, I still don't know what to do. So
you ain't got to do anything. Just let it be. He got away with it. This is all on him. I just hope that when people do get I don't want to say cry wolf, but when people do say that they were attacked or when people do what's the word I'm looking for? When people are victims of a hate crime, I just hope that people continue to believe them and they don't point to Jussie Smollett, like, to say like, no, this case is like Jussie, like this is not real. That's all I hope, that this is all just a distraction for all the other things that are happening on in the news. A whole lot other worse things have happened. And, I'm glad that, this is not going to be any worse. And I hope this is all just water under the bridge.
Denny's right. He said the police probably messed up and didn't want to go to court. And they probably tampered with evidence or didn't follow procedure. And folks don't want to get fired, even though a lot of people probably need to be fired. But yeah. Yeah,
Denny was going off on Twitter talking about how corrupt the Chicago Police Department is, and that's probably, they probably had some dirt on the Chicago Police Department and they didn't want it to get any bigger than it already did. So it's just like, you know what, this is not that big a deal, nobody got hurt, let's just drop the case, we can go waste our time on some other crimes. And
Tila that's how I prefer. I'm mad pissed that Jussie results were dropped midweek. It would have been a great convo point. Exactly. I feel like I didn't get closure, and me being the Scorpio that I am, I need closure. And I feel like right now what's the word I'm looking for? I feel like somebody broke up with me and ran away and didn't tell me why. So now I'm chasing behind them, trying to figure out why you break up with me. So.
Yo, you crazy. So what I want to know from y'all is, are y'all still gonna watch Empire? If he does like keep his job, will y'all still watch Empire, or is it over with? I mean, I got off the Empire boat maybe a couple years ago when Power came on, because to me they kind of compared, but really one's like a more, not PG rated, but they didn't curse. It wasn't as many adult themes. And then when there's Power, it's like grimy, it's super gangster, and I'm just like, I can't, like, these two, they don't exist in the same space for me. It's just Power all day.
I'm with Denny. I didn't watch Empire to start with, so I'm gonna step back for a little bit.
Okay. Hold on. I gotta. Okay. I hope that didn't cut off your source. It did. My bad. You're back.
Oh no, I'm so blank now. Okay, there I go.
You're back. I'm just trying to make sure that these chat boxes work, and hopefully chat starts to appear on screen.
Tila said, "Do you need the widget link?"
I just got it sent to me. Thank you.
Perfect.
I'm not sure why it's not working. But anyway.
Tila, you think he's already fired for real? I don't know. Merc Syndicate said, I never watched either of those shows. You're not the only one. I think I've watched one episode of Power, and then I was like, all right, I'm done.
Really? So the one thing I don't like about Power is that they have to have sex in every single episode, and it's so forced. Like, it's just like,
if I want sex, I can just watch anything.
You can just go to like RedTube or something, or YouPorn, you know, or just watch Power. Just wait for it to eventually happen. Seems like we lost Harley for a moment there. I'm gonna restart the call. Boom. They dropped him mid-March. So did they drop him for good? That's what I'm gonna know. As we wait for Harley to load. I sent it got sent to me, but I don't know why the chat box isn't loading up. So it should be all good right now. Like, it's there. The chat box widget is there as a browser source. It should be working fine. What happened? All right, well, as I wait for Harley, I'll just continue on with the conversation. So I wanted to talk a little bit about Women's History Month. And Tila, you have to tell me in chat the name of the woman that you were talking about who advocated for women's rights in the UK. It was a black woman that was advocating for women's rights in the UK, but I cannot remember her name. But when I was thinking about Women's History Month and who I would like to talk about for it, the first person that came to mind was Lupita Nyong'o, and that's because I recently saw the movie Us, and I hope that she wins Best Actor for her performance in that movie. Like, having to play those two characters and to play them so well is just amazing. Has anyone in chat seen the movie Us yet? I highly recommend it. What's up, Darkside Taino? Queen Earl, how's it going? Just waiting for Harley to get back in. Hopefully her internet is checked all out. Hopefully her bills are paid on time, and Harley is back.
I don't know what happened.
All right, you got your bills are paid on time. It's all good. Who I spoke about, Boshi. Well, I think Boshi spoke about her mom, but Tila, you guys talked about Maya Angelou, and you talked about another woman in the UK. Who was that woman that you were talking about? And
Tila talked about Phyllis Wheatley.
There we go. So what was it about her that made her so special? Well, what did she do for in terms of advocating for women's rights? Do you remember?
I do not remember. I think the one thing I remember about Phyllis Wheatley was that she was a poet, and I think she was like one of the first Africans to like get her poetry published, I believe.
Okay.
The first published African American female poet. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's cool. So while you were gone, I talked about Lupita Nyong'o and I think she's gonna win an Oscar for her performance in Us. So who was a woman that you like to talk about? Who sticks out to you in your mind? Who is the embodiment of greatness? We're all gonna say our mothers, hopefully.
Yeah, my mom is one, but the one person that like my favorite woman, I call her my chachi. She's my aunt. And she has had like the biggest like impact on my life, period. Growing up, my mom was a single parent, so I was the oldest of like 4 girls, so I had to grow up, too, like to help take care of my sisters or whatever. And my aunt just kind of gave me the chance to be a kid, and she never like judged anything that I was into or anything that I said or any secrets that I wanted to tell her. She just she took it how I gave it to her, and she gave it back to me with love. And she kind of just shaped the person who I am now. So that's my person.
I'm gonna need you to say, I'm getting an emergency call right now. I need you to continue this for a moment. I will be right back.
Okay. So let's see. Denny, the girl from Us, is playing Young Knight. Oh, so I still haven't seen Us yet, y'all. So please don't give me any spoilers. She was one of the arguments for abolition in the UK. Okay, Tila, you're talking about Phyllis Wheatley. Got it. Hey guys, sorry missing everybody that's saying hey. But so yeah, that's my woman of the month, my chachi. I know that Bashi talked about her mom and like some of the things that her mom was going through and stuff like that. And then I think it was Major that talked about the lady that cannot remember her name, that's helping with the Google Stadia thing. Y'all help me out. She showed them that Black people were intelligent. I haven't looked into Phyllis Wheatley in years. Like, I learned about her probably in like elementary school, and then haven't really looked up anything more about her since then. So the fact that you brought her up was like amazing, and thank you for bringing her back to us. Tila, have you read any of her poems? Because I personally haven't. So I mean, if you have like any suggestions for us to read, please post them, please. And again, welcome to everybody that's coming in. Hey guys, how are y'all? Cyforce had a call. Most peeps don't know her. That's what I'm saying. So like, if you have any like recommendations for her poetry, post it, man. We still have one whole day for this Women History Month, so might as well. Westside Perk, thanks for joining the fam. How are you? Welcome in. So how about some people in chat? Who are y'all like women? Oh, he's back. But hey, Cyforce, I was asking people in chat to like tell us who their favorite woman was of the month. Westside Perk's first time here. Hey, first timer, what's up?
So wait, what was the question? I'm back now. I can hear everything.
So I was just talking about like the different people, women, and I was asking chat to like tell us who's their favorite woman of the month. Lucid Dreamer said his mom, sorry. Y'all from Alabama? Oh no, I'm from Atlanta.
So
where y'all from? I'm from Atlanta.
I could talk about another favorite woman of mine. My girlfriend right now is holding it down for me. So my dad and his girlfriend came down to visit me in Orlando. Right now I'm doing some house hunting, but with everything that's going on, I can't be with him at all times of the day. So, while I'm here recording this, guys, with you, while I'm here streaming this, my girlfriend is entertaining my dad, taking him out to museums, making sure that, he's happy, that he likes the area. And she had to call me real quick, I guess because he wasn't answering his phone, and so she can go pick him up and they can go hang out. Oh. And she ended up not even picking up the phone. So like she called me like 3 times in a row, just like call. But I just want to say, if you're listening, I love you. Thank you for holding it down.
He loves you.
Yeah.
He promised he's not ignoring your phone calls.
I promise I'm not ignoring your phone calls. I promise. Fix the chat box. What's wrong with it? What's wrong with this time?
It's so tiny, it looks like.
Oh, okay. I'll make it larger, but it's gonna stick out. It's gonna stick out from the. Oh, I see.
Ruby Rose, what are you talking about? Boom. Ruby said, my mom for not strangling me as a child. If she smothered with a pillow, no one will fault her. I was a demon child. Oh my gosh, Ruby. Okay.
Okay, cool. It should be a
Maury
little bit
said,
better.
"I love my mama." That reminds me of Bobby Boucher. Have you ever seen The Water Boy?
The movie,
Yes.
the one where Adam Sandler, he was getting teased by his own guy saying Gatorade, and he's going H2O. Yeah,
And
I've
then
seen
at
that.
the end, he was like, "I love mama."
Yeah.
Maury's statement, Maury's comment just reminded me of that.
And he had that little scream too. He was like, "Ee!"
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy. All right, I had 2 sources that was up. This is a hot. Okay, it should be good now. It should be working.
There we go.
I don't know why it wasn't working before, but now it's working. All right, so on the podcast, so it was Major Linux. Is it Master Ether? King Ether, Zero Suit Boshi, and Temptress Tila. That when they started off the podcast, they were Major brought up that he tried Korean barbecue for the first time. This is like a little bit of a tangent on Women's History Month, but I want to know from you guys because there's like a little slight controversy when we went to go eat Korean barbecue. How many of you guys have had Korean barbecue before? And if you have, did you cook your own food for the first time? So I would say for like the whole experience of eating Korean barbecue is eating around a table around a community and cooking your own food.
Yeah.
And I think when we went, it was myself, Data Dave, DJ Knight, Major Linux. We were all eating Korean barbecue. I don't think Data Dave or Major Linux had Korean barbecue before. So I was like, all right, like we're gonna have some Korean barbecue. DJ was like trying to turn us on to some soju. And I'm like, yeah, we need to have some beef bulgogi. That's the best meat that we can have. But in order to get the full experience, y'all got to cook it. Like, it can't be us because we've done it already. Like, y'all got to cook it. You got to experience what it's like to cook your own food. And it's really easy. All you got to do is throw it on the grill, flip it. You know, twist your wrist like a stir fry. That's all. And then, like, it'll be delicious. But they were like, no. You can't let the new guy cook. No, why would you do that to him? What if he messes up? I'm like, guys, it's all right. Like I'm a pro. DJ Knight's a pro, but DJ was like, nah, you can't let the new guy cook it. And so he cooked for us, and it was the bomb. But I just want to know from you guys, like, would you recommend a person who's going to Korean barbecue for the first time? Should they cook it? Should they cook the meat? Or should they just sit on the side and allow the food to be cooked in front of them and just enjoy the food, but not the whole experience of Korean barbecue?
I think it depends on, like, do they cook at home?
Yeah.
Because if it's somebody who's never cooked before and I'm about to let them cook this Korean barbecue meat, which one is already kind of expensive, I don't trust it. Like, I don't trust it. I don't think you know how to monitor the temperature. If you're turning it too many times, it'll get tough. So that's my thing. If you cook at home, then yes, I'll allow you to. But if you do not cook at home, please sit back and just enjoy.
Nah, like how else are you gonna learn? You got like a whole bunch of experienced cooks around the grill. All you gotta do is just flip it. Like the worst thing you can do, and this is the way my mom cooks. I hate it. Like she puts food in the pot. She puts food in the pot, and then she goes into the living room and watches her soap operas, and she doesn't go back into the kitchen until she can smell the food. By then, it's already black and burnt. Like, you're being super supervised or at the table. What can possibly go wrong unless we all just stop paying attention or we pass out from the soju?
Let me see. So Mira asks, doesn't everyone cook their own meat? So Mira, at some Korean barbecue, it all depends on who you're sitting with. There's normally one person can cook all the meat and pass it out, or everybody can just cook their own. I feel like it's easier with one person cooking the meat. That's just me. What about you, Cypher? She asked, doesn't everyone cook their own meat?
I think it's easier when one person just cooks the meat, because if not, then if you're eating with 4 people, you got 4 hands just basically just punching into the grill, and someone could potentially get burnt, or they could drop the food on the table. But I would say, like, so when I do Korean barbecue, if I'm going with 4 people, well, the places that I go to is all you can eat. So the place I went to, it was like $23, all you can eat. Yeah, all kind of meats, like maybe 8 different kinds of meats. And what I would do is, if I will order, beef bulgogi, someone will order pork, someone will order galbi, someone will order another kind of steak, and then we would just cook our own meats and then serve it to everybody, so that we all get a chance to cook. But me and my friends, we like to cook, so it's different. It's different. I think though that if you go to Korean barbecue and you don't cook, you might as well just ask the chef to cook it for you, so it comes out hot on the plate already. But that's just me. I like to cook, so that's just me. But
Lucid Dreamer said, I don't trust my friends with cooking. And then Mira said, nah, no one touches my meat. I gotta cook it for myself.
yeah, you don't gotta. You're watching them. It's fine. You're watching them cook it for you. It's okay. They're not gonna slip something in there if you blink.
I don't know. I'm Southern, right? So everybody know I'm from Georgia. I'm from Atlanta. And one of the things that my mom has taught me is like when you cook for people, I enjoy that, like that process of cooking for people. I enjoy like people just chilling, let me do all the work. And then when people eat my food and they be happy, then like that brings me happiness. So that's why I like to cook at the Korean barbecue. Because I'm just like, yeah, you gonna enjoy this, girl. Put this in your mouth. It tastes good, don't it? Smile at me. Tell me I did a good job.
Oh,
or
man.
maybe I'm just weird. I don't know.
No, that sounds good. Like I think a lot of people who like to cook, they get pleasure out of people tasting their food and enjoying it.
Yeah.
So I completely understand. But I don't know. When you said that, I thought of R. Kelly for whatever reason. I think it's just the news is just getting to me right now. It's just
how dare you?
It's just corrupting me. So I got on my list of topics. I really want you to talk about your topic so we can jump back to Women's History Month. I would really want you to talk about it.
Let's do your topic first, because I feel like my topic will go over.
What was?
Let's do yours first.
Oh no, we ain't gonna go over. You ain't gotta worry about that.
I'm saying it'll go over into your topic. Like, let's do your topic first. Yeah.
Which one was mine? Was it Extra Life United when my weekend there, or when I went to Disney for the first time?
Yes.
Okay, so last weekend I recently went to Extra Life United, and if you guys, it was Children's Hospital Month. Was it month or week? Children's Hospital Week, and they celebrate that in Disney World in Orlando, Florida. I had the pleasure to represent the Arnold Palmer Children's Hospital along with the Extra Life Orlando chapter. I'm a streamer, and they needed people who are streamers to attend and go on their behalf on their team. So I was able to go into the Extra Life tournament and compete for free, where the normal rate to compete is $140. So yeah, I went there. I met a lot of people from the cookout. Data Dave was there, DJ Knight was there, Major Linux was there. And I was doing a whole bunch of advertising for for some of the black people that were there. I was like, hey, like you guys should apply for this. But it was a really great experience being able to play games and raise money for kids. I think they had about $150,000 worth of prizes for you to win. And if you won at your game, so for example, I played Super Smash Bros. I won my round. I won $100 for the hospital. That's basically what happens. You did a bunch of challenges. They had tournaments there like Puyo Tetris, Slap City. If you won those, and you won the big prizes like $10,000, $8,000 for your hospital. So yeah, while I was there for the weekend, I won about $505 playing Mario Kart, Super Smash Bros, Blockus, the board game. I think rolling dice, like it wasn't playing craps, but like ninesies. And I think one other game. It was called Towerfall. This one other game. So yeah, I won about $505 for the hospital. So it was a pretty good weekend. It was a really, really good weekend. And then afterwards, after the first day of competition, we went out to get some Korean barbecue and had a great time. The four of us. So if you guys ever get a chance to go to a convention in your area where they're doing a fundraiser, I definitely recommend that you go. There's a whole bunch of selfless people out there. Damn, the text got huge. There's a whole bunch of selfless people out there who are just all about giving. I don't know what happened. It just like blew up all of a sudden.
I know Denny said he was changing the font size for the text. Maybe that's Denny.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it just blew up. All right. It should be cool now.
So I saw on your Twitter that you got your butt beat in Puyo Puyo.
Oh, absolutely. Like, I thought I was doing great too. Like I won my first. So the previous day I never played Puyo Tetris before. One of my friends, his name is Poppy. It feels weird calling another man daddy, but whatever. His name is Poppy, and he was teaching me how to play the game, and he was just spanking me. He beat me like 8 straight times, and so I was feeling kind of nervous going into the tournament. But when I actually started playing, like there are people who are a lot worse than me that were in the tournament. So I got kind of far. I got to like the quarterfinals. And then I played a couple people who are like top 20 in the world in Puyo Tetris, and they beat me. So the way that you play it is best 3 out of 5. They beat me 3 games straight in under 2 minutes. Like,
oh wow,
it was like that. Like the way they were playing it, like those Tetris blocks was going, and they were just clearing lines like crazy. By the time I could clear one line, they were clearing like 8 or 10. So yeah, I stood absolutely no chance, and I was salty. But you know, I just had to say to myself, "You're doing it for the kids, man. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like if he wins, he's doing it for the kids. It's just not your kids, so it's all good, man. It's all good."
Puyo, the first time I played, like, I didn't understand it at first. It was so hard, and I almost threw my Switch. Like, the first time I played Puyo.
You almost threw your Switch? That's too expensive.
I almost threw my Switch, man.
You got money like that?
I'm glad I didn't, because I would have cried. Y'all would have saw, like, on Twitter, just Harley in tears, fetal position, holding my broken Switch. But no, like, once you get the hang of it, it's so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
I love Puyo Puyo. But you said you played Smash too, so I'm pretty sure everybody wants to know who's your main.
Well, my main has been Link since Super Smash Bros. 64. But since we were playing where it's like, you know, 4 people at the same time, he's not strong enough for that. Especially like I would say Young Link, he can put in that work, Young Link and Toon Link, but my main, which is like just a regular Link, and I guess in this one is Breath of the Wild, he wasn't strong enough for it. So I tend to use Little Mac, or I'll use King DDD. Because
I am horrible with Little Mac.
Yeah, Little Mac is great, but if they put you off the ledge, it's over. So like you gotta like really stand your ground. Like, and whoever came towards me, I was just pinballing them, punching them back. So yeah, I won 2 games, Smash Bros. One on Little Mac, another one on King DDD, and ended up winning $200 for my charity. So felt good, and I would love to play anybody. I mean, I'm not saying I'm good.
I'll post my Switch code in the Discord, which again, guys, make sure you apply for the cookout if you can. But anyway, I'll post my Switch code in the Discord. But I'm a cheater in Smash. I play my mains are Kirby, Pikachu, and Meta Knight. I'm a cheater. I'm gonna go ahead and let you know.
Down B all day.
I'm spamming the same thing. I'm swallowing you, and that's it.
Yeah, just down B, down B, down B, down B. Just keep turning into a rock.
That's it. Up, down,
Yep.
Swallow. I'm using your moves against you, and then I'm just flying away. Pikachu is just the little thunderbolt thing. Don't go up in the air because you already know I'm about to thunderbolt you. I'm a cheat, but I don't care because I win.
Yeah, we gotta test this out. We gotta have a cookout night where we're playing some Smash Bros. We can actually do 8 at one time. So that would be ridiculous having 8 people. And yes, phrasing. Tila said phrasing because you said that you would swallow.
Oh my god!
Hey man, I called another man Poppy and that he whooped me, and
look,
he whooped me like he was my daddy. So
we need a quote section in the Discord for just out of context quotes.
Shit, the cookout says, right? We're late by like 4 years, but it's all right.
Somebody said don't forget that Twitch Prime, you get a free online Switch code. I think you get the first 3 months, and
12.
then after that you get the next 9.
Really? I thought it was a year that you get Nintendo Online for free.
Well, it starts off like they give you 3 months, and then it's like I think a couple of days after that you'll get the code for the next 9 months.
Oh, okay.
I could be wrong, but I think that's what I read.
Oh wow! All right. Well, I just paid for it for the year, so I wonder if I can get either my money back or get the next year for free. Yeah.
Denny says so. Splatoon and Smash. Yes. Oh, it's stats. Thank you, Lucid Dreamers. But yes, Denny, Splatoon and Smash, I'm here for it.
That'd be fire. We got like a cookout tournament, and maybe we can do it for charity, so we get like, you know, help other people out, not just our own egos. Know what I'm saying? Denny says Twitch Prime, you get 3 months, but you gotta wait till after the 3 months to get the other 9 months. So seems like you were right.
Yep. Which, I mean, if you pay for your Prime by the year with Amazon, you're good to go. You're good to go.
So yeah, I wanna talk about your topic, Harley. We got time.
Okay.
We got like 27 minutes left, so we got time.
All right. Okay. We were going so good until then. Okay, so being that it is Women's History Month, and my topic has to deal with gatekeeping in the anime and everything male-dominated space. And the reason I say this is because if you guys follow me on Twitter, you know I follow Meg the Stallion, which I love her. She's so gorgeous, first of all. But off topic, she posted a post that said something like, post your baddest picture in your favorite anime. So, Mira, we're going there. So, of course, all the women started posting. She posted that she likes Attack on Titans, Inuyasha, and My Hero Academia. And then out of the woodworks come just this horde of men that are just like, oh, you watch anime? Who's this? Who's your favorite such and such? Who wrote this manga? Do you read the manga? Like, just why do we have to go through a test whenever women say we like something? Like, it pisses me off. Mm-hmm. Like, they legit came for her. Oh, Megan can't like anime. Her PR team must be on point. And I'm just like, first of all, I love my anime community. I love my comic book community. I love y'all. But who PR team is coming for us? Like, who's coming for us? We are not the demographic that they're seeking. You get what I'm saying? So why would anybody have to lie about liking anime to pull fans? So that pissed me off. And it got me thinking about being a female gamer. When I say like my favorite game series is Uncharted or Assassin's Creed or something like that, guys always come at me, oh, but did you play this one? You know, like I have to go through 21 questions. So that's my conversation for that. Why do men do that? Why do we have to go through a test to prove that we like something?
All right, fellas.
Especially black women.
Oh, so when we spoke about this offline before we started the stream, you got me thinking about it a little bit. And I have to, because I do it too. Like, honestly, I do it too. Not to the degree where like I'm talking to somebody condescendingly, where like, you know, I doubt that they're a fan, or I'm testing to see if they're as big a fan as I am. I think the first thing that stuck out to me when you talk about this topic, and when I meet a woman who likes anime and video games as much as I do, it's like, whoa, this is like a rare shiny Pokemon. Most women I meet, like, they're not into nerd culture, like, at all. Like, I've missed a lot of opportunities with some people because I'm so nerdy. So when like I finally do meet them, it's like, is this a real thing? Like, I need to ask them some questions. Like, is this real, or is she just saying this to try to fit in? But there does. That's the thing.
Why do we do that?
There does come a lot. You do cross a line where like you asking like too much questions, where it seems like you're doubting. Where it's not like I want to find more about, you know, how much they like this topic. Where it's just like, now I'm just testing them. Like, are they a real fan? Do they deserve to be considered one of us? I think us as men, we need to watch ourselves when we talk to women about topics like that. Like, it's okay to ask questions. Like, I don't think you're saying that all that it's not okay to ask questions about the anime. That's not what I'm saying at all. But like, there does come a point where we're just like, we're testing them, or we're like we're trying to qualify them to see if they're a nerd or not. And you know, I try to watch out for, you know, doing things like that. I don't want to seem like I'm trying to qualify this person to try to join our club. Like, I just really want to know. I want to know more about what you know about the anime, because it's not every day that I meet a girl who likes that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I don't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry.
No, so good.
I'm gonna do like my personal experience, right? So in school, I won't even say school, just period. When I come out and say, oh yeah, I like sports. Like, my favorite team was the San Antonio Spurs. The first question that I get from men is, oh, you watch basketball? Who was the championships in '87? You know, like stupid
that's
shit
wild.
Like that.
Yeah, that's
and
wild.
And it's like, why? If I say I like the Spurs and I tell you that Timmy is my favorite, you know, my favorite player, or was my favorite player, I love him, what more do you need? Like, why do you have to feel like you have to quiz me because you think I'm lying? I don't get it. But the same thing with anime. Like, if people say, oh yeah, I really like My Hero Academia, somebody gonna come back with like, oh, but did you watch Yu Yu Hakusho? And it's like, did you watch Code Geass? And it's just like, oh, do you ask other guys that? When somebody says, oh yeah, man, I just read the next chapter in My Hero Academia, you be like, oh man, but did you read, you know, Dead Man Wonderland or something? I don't know. I just don't like the gatekeeping. I don't like it.
I have to tell you, we do. So when we were going to Disney, me and Dave, we were going to Disney, and we met up with some guys from Canada who were part of this Rooster Teeth group. Me and this, I think his name was Alex, but I don't know what his name was. I can't remember. We were talking about anime because I was playing Smash Bros. And one conversation led to another where we were talking about anime. And we had talked about, within our 10-minute bus ride, maybe 15 different anime. Like, we just jumped. We just kept jumping. I think Dave was playing Fate Stay. It was like some kind of Fate Stay Warriors And since that anime is on Netflix, and I jumped from one anime to the next to the next to the next. So honestly, we talked about 15 or 20 different things. Like, oh, do you like that? Yeah, this is cool. That was cool in that scene. But did you like that? Yeah, I've seen it before. Did you like that? No, I didn't. So like, but I'm not gonna doubt that people were testing you or trying to qualify you. I'm not doubting that at all. But we do that sometimes in our circle.
Yeah, she said usually we can tell when it's, oh cool, let's talk about our mutual love for this
Definitely.
anime, or when it's she's lying, better quiz her.
Definitely.
She's totally right. I can definitely tell when somebody is like, for instance, everybody that knows me knows I love Naruto, right? Like Naruto has a special place in my heart. So I can tell the difference when somebody is like, oh man, I love Naruto too. Who's your favorite such and such? And it's a question about it. Or, oh, do you really know Naruto? What's this inner gate and shit like that? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, god damn. Like, yeah, that's too much. Yeah, that's too much.
Like, it's a complete difference when it's like, oh man, she loves this too. Let's talk about... Thank you, Denny. What was the exact date and time? Kakashi?
You wildin'.
But like, it's so different. And like, when this tweet came up and I saw all my fellow nerds come out of the woodworks, and then I saw the dusty trail of men behind them, not all men, read some men, I saw the dusty trail of men behind them, it just really irked me. Because I'm gonna go off, I'm gonna say something, but whenever I see a white girl, and granted I love all women, but whenever I see a white girl say this, I never see her get questioned.
Really?
Never. Wow. Never. If I'm wrong, somebody please correct me. But me personally, I've never seen it get questioned. But whenever a big booty, big breasted, hood chick, black girl says that she loves Attack on Titans, then it's like, oh, she only likes it because she's mainstream. She only likes it because it's mainstream. She doesn't really know anime.
Wow.
So that's my topic. That's it.
Shout out,
like I said, that's...
Oh my god. I'm thinking about what you're saying, and I'm trying to see if it's true. But shout out to Alley Cat. Neji died. Neji was my favorite character, and I was very upset that they killed him off. And even the way they killed him off, it was like someone wrote his name in a death note. Like, he just, all right, you're out the anime just like that. The only thing you're gonna do is just be that uncle that hit what's her name? Himawari and Boruto never had. It's basically it.
Danny, I'm so upset. He said you showed up to this date without a Scantron. I don't have to be a super fan. I don't have to know every little trivia fact. Exactly, Jay. Yeah. But to go back on Neji's death, Neji died. It was so uncalled for. It was so uncalled. Like, he didn't have to.
At all. They was like, all right, we need Naruto to be able to go ascend to the next level. So we need to Game of Thrones kill somebody right now. Who's it gonna be? Neji. Whoop! Just cross him right off. So in light of Women's History Month, I think us as men, the way that we can allow women to have their space is to when women do, you know, I don't even say try to fit in, but when we find out that we are more alike than different. Like, when we find out that women like video games, anime as much as we do, and it seems like they're not as knowledgeable as us. For me, the way I try to think about it is, what if I had my own kid, or what if I had like a little nephew who's just starting to get into anime? Like, would I tear them down the same way that Harley just described, where you're like trying to quiz every little thing, like, oh, so you're a Spurs fan, huh? How many championships did they win? Which one was your favorite championship that they won?
Tim Duncan's number? Like,
yeah, when was Tim Duncan drafted? What's his height and weight? Like, whoa, hold on. First of all, this song.
What was his wingspan? Like,
god damn,
bullshit, man. Like, it really pisses me off. I'm sorry. Keep going.
It really is bullshit. But the way I try to think of it is, like, what if this was like a person who I wanted to get deeper into what I like, and when you think about it that way, that okay, I want them to become like, I want them to, like, you know, like more of what I'm interested in, then it changes your mindset a little bit. Like, you won't be quizzing people like that. You'll like try to inform them more rather than, like, I don't know, try to debate them, I guess, on facts that are not even that trivial.
Yeah,
but that's my take on it.
Yeah.
Danny said folks want to feel like the time they spent wasn't wasted, so they gotta gatekeep other folks into feeling less accomplished.
And I get that too. And again, that pisses me off because growing, like, I went to school in the hood, first of all. So in my whole anime group, we were already outcast, you know? So it's like, if you already know how it feels to be outcast and you got somebody that wants to join in your family, why do we have to push them out?
Mira said usually women fans have been more knowledgeable, but all right. And then Mercy said that's like saying she likes a book at like, why would you even question it? It's a published item. Be glad there's another fan. For real. And that's how I feel about it. It's like, I'm just happy there's another fan. There's no need to tear other people down in general because they're not as knowledgeable of you on a topic. Like, I think did Maya Angelou say this? When people show you who they are, believe them. And when you have that mindset,
either her or Tyler Perry.
All right, it's definitely Maya Angelou then. It's definitely Maya Angelou. But yeah, when people show you who they are, believe them. If they say that they're a DBZ fan, believe them, and then just continue to go about your day. So.
But yeah, man. So that was mine, and I brought that up just because I started playing like. One, I'm a streamer, so of course a lot of girl streamers get that. But then, like I said, the tweet, like I never understood it, and it always pissed me off. And I felt like the last day or the day before the last day of Women's History Month was the great time to bring it up.
I agree. I definitely agree. So we definitely have time. We have 15 minutes left, and so I want to know about this because I'm pretty sure I'm in the minority on this topic. Who here has been to Disney World? And if you have, is it the happiest place in the world? I digress. It just, to me, I wasn't all that happy. It was cool, but it wasn't the happiest place in the world. Have you ever been to a hookah lounge?
I think Disney will become the happiest place in the world now that they're slowly bringing liquor in. I'm a lush. I'm sorry.
They are.
Anywhere without alcohol is like not happy at all. So, no.
Wait. Hold on. Jay the Terrible, because I haven't seen him type anything just yet. I'm honestly tired of the whole I was bullied narrative because a lot of people got bullied for a lot of things, and gatekeeping and becoming the bully isn't going to help anyone be more interested in what you're interested in.
Thank you.
I needed a comma.
Thank you. That is a word. That is a word.
What, gatekeeping?
No, what she just said. You know, when you say that's a word, that's like message.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nah, I never heard that before.
But no, okay. So obviously I think people want to continue to talk about this, which is fine. I don't mind talking about it. But yeah.
So Tila and Ruby Rose both said I've been to a hookah lounge. Well, I'm not gonna say it's the happiest place on earth, but it definitely ain't the angriest. So so I recently went into Disney. I went to Magic Kingdom, barely, Epcot, and Animal Kingdom. I wasn't able to go to is it MGM or Hollywood Studios because there just wasn't enough time in the day. And while I was there, I noticed that there are a lot of families and a lot of younger children. And there's like the occasional the adults like myself and day-to-day who I was with where we're like super tall and there's a bunch of kids behind us and underneath us and they can't see anything past us. So they're like there was just a lot of babies, there's a lot of carriages, a lot of waiting, a lot of lines, and like the new Avatar ride just opened up, and the minimum wait time for that ride was 240 minutes. So is that 4 hours? That's 4 hours. 4 hour wait for that line, and people were still just going into it like, oh my god, let's ride the new Avatar ride. Like, I don't know. I think one of the reasons, like, I had to just take a moment. I think one of the reasons why I never went is because like I did not come from an affluent family. Like to the minimum to get into Disney World, like for parking it's like $25. To a ticket it's like $125 per person. I don't know how much it is for like kids that are like 5 and up, but it's like $125 per person. Like, so where I grew up in Yonkers, New York, we went to Playland, and to go there, I mean, it's not a Disney World, I'll tell you that much, but it's like $25 a person. Or you just bought tickets and you were able to disperse the tickets out to the kids and use those tickets to go on rides. Like, it's a lot less cheaper. So I think because I know the value of $1, I don't really enjoy Disney World as much. But when I went, it was just like, wow, the production value is amazing. But with lines that are 4 hours long, this is just a hype beast. Like, it's not all that. And there's just little kids everywhere. Like, I'm 6 feet tall. I got to constantly watch my steps so I don't have to crush a little kid. And there's kids constantly crying, saying that they want more, and they continue to get more and more. I don't know. I didn't see the happiness. But y'all can educate me better.
Maybe it's the happiest place on earth for kids. Like, for kids and families. That's what I'm guessing. Maybe, like, single people and adults, I don't know. Maybe it's not happy for us because honestly, Universal Studios was like the happiest place for me.
Yeah.
So,
Universal Studios?
yes.
I got a season pass to Universal Studios.
Are you? Oh God.
Yo, real talk though. Wait, hold on. Let me say this and then get back to you. Real talk though. Okay. I would say 25% of the people that were there were 2 and under. They probably are not going to remember the experience. So, like, there were so many families there where it's like, you know, mom and dad and then kids, like 2 kids or more that were 2 and under. I'm just like, this vacation is just you saying, stop, don't do that, don't touch that, get that out of your mouth, constantly over and over and over again. And excuse me.
Over here. Stop running the line. Where did you go?
I don't know, guys. I'm kind of jaded, but take over, Harley. I cannot. I'm like frustrated. Like people, I've been living in Orlando for about 4 years now, and people have been trying to convince me day after day, like, you got to go to Disney World, man. It's totally worth it. I'm like, nah, that's like $125 to get in the door. I'm good. I was able to go because I did the Extra Life United thing, and at the end of the event, they gave you a free ticket to Disney. So that's why I was able to go. And I had a park hopper, so I went to 3 parks. I'm glad I didn't pay for that.
Disney, like, growing up is something that you need to do if you can when you're younger. Like, but right now, if we're an adult talking about I want to go to Disney World, I'm looking at you like, why? If you don't have kids, if you don't have like nieces and nephews that you're taking, why are you going?
For real.
When Universal Studios is like the perfect place for us.
Yeah, True One Piece says unhappiest place for employees if you're not in management.
Ooh, that is so true. I heard about the cast members.
And then Ruby Rose says that she went to Hawaii when she was 2. She probably remember. Oh, she don't remember. I was gonna say she probably remembers. She don't remember. Yeah, but my dad swears out. He's like, yo, it's like, Dennis, you've been to Niagara Falls before. You were like 1.5 years old, but you went. I'm like, I probably remember like shit in my diaper and getting a little wet from the mist, but that's about it. Like,
oh my God. And that's another thing about Disney World. Like, you take these kids that can't remember. You spend all this money for a kid that's gonna forget it as soon as they get home. Like, I can't. I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get it.
I'm on a mission. 1, to destroy mayonnaise, and 2, to like take away the myth that Disney World is the happiest place on earth. That's exactly what I said. Destroy mayonnaise. Like, I don't put mayonnaise on nothing, but that's another story.
What? Do you make tuna fish? How do you make tuna fish with no mayonnaise?
Light. You gotta be light on it. I can't taste it. Same with potato salad too, and macaroni salad. I can do it a little bit, but like I can't do like a mayonnaise sandwich like some people do it. Or like I don't add it on as a topping. Like,
hey guys, welcome. I'm sorry we got some new people coming in saying hey.
That's just me. Y'all ran into like a train wreck.
How do you eat sub? Like, do you just put mustard on your sub?
Not even. As my mom would say, how do you eat a dry sandwich, boy? That's what they always say it to me.
How do you eat a dry sandwich?
It's not dry. The meat is wet.
Ew.
You never, like, you seen these videos of like people throwing bologna on their babies and it's coming down and it's a little moist. It's not dry. I'm not putting dry turkey on my sandwich.
I'm hurting.
Tila said, yeah, he needs to go.
Like, biting into that damn hoagie bread and it's like cotton mouth and you.
Yeah. Or you gotta put that R. Kelly meat. I'm fighting for my fucking life. Trying to eat a Popeye's biscuit with no water.
There you go. That is a Popeye's biscuit with no water. Ew, Cypher. How?
I'm like, when I become rich and famous, I'm going to buy Hellman's and they're gonna make barbecue sauce for me. That's my favorite sauce.
No,
not mayonnaise. Mayonnaise gotta go. Queen Earl says, I like mayonnaise. I'm sorry. I'm hating
like
right now.
Mayonnaise too.
I am a true hater.
Maybe you're that person that uses Miracle Whip instead of mayonnaise. Is that what you do?
I'll use whipped cream over that.
Ew! Oh my God! I'm crying. Like,
hey, who can eat the most Popeyes biscuits with no drink on stream? So we gotta do Popeyes biscuits versus cinnamon.
I was raised on Popeyes biscuits. Bring them here. Bring them here.
Because them are dry. You can use those on the hockey floor.
Stop playing. Tear them damn biscuits up. Yo, stop playing.
He said mayonnaise is life nectar. Ew! That's too thick, bro. It's too thick. Oh my God. It's way too thick. No, I'm getting rid of
That's the
mayonnaise.
most random thing to want to get rid of, though. Like, I can understand saying, like, I'm gonna get rid of, I don't know, cabbage or spinach or I don't know, but mayo, like,
Nah, yo, when I become president, I'm taxing mayonnaise at 75%.
Man,
y'all need to get rid of mayonnaise.
It's gonna be a rebellion. You're gonna get impeached faster than Trump not winning.
I know, right? He's colluding with ketchup right now. He's colluding with Heinz, trying to get rid of Hellmann's. Potato RGA, thank you for the follow. I don't know why the emotes aren't popping up.
I don't know. Thank you for the follow.
I'm so shoddy.
You're going to the wrong Popeyes if their biscuits dry. Thank you, Ruby. Thank you. Them things supposed to be buttery, and then when you open them up, they're gonna.
I like to pour a little bit of honey on mine.
See, honey and jam. If you do honey and jam
butter
on it, man, now I'm hungry. Now I'm about to go to Popeyes when we leave here.
Yeah, y'all know this is why high blood pressure is popular in our community, right? Because we add all this stuff to our food. It's so good, but damn, is it killing us?
Somebody said, like, you know, when I die, I want people to know, like, damn, she lived good. I can see why she did.
Yeah.
I don't want to be healthy and shit in my casket.
Oh, man.
Like, I don't know. I want to enjoy myself. I want to eat what I want to eat. And, you know, I don't know. That's just me.
I eat what I eat when I want to. So, guys, we are getting towards the end of this hour. I am so sorry. I'm having so much fun, but we're getting towards the end of this hour.
Yeah, we are. Because we have the creative stream right after this.
That is correct. Oh, so we're not rating anybody. We're just going to lateral it off to the next stream?
I think so. They start at 3, right?
Okay. So
yeah, the creative showcase. Yeah.
Okay. So I want to give this question to everybody in chat. If you can get rid of one food item, what would it be? I already let y'all know that it'd be mayonnaise. I want to know from you guys. If you can get rid of one food item, what would it be? Harley, you first.
I don't like bananas.
What? I'm
sorry.
There's a whole region of this earth.
They're mushy. They stink.
Yo.
They're the texture, the smell. I hate bananas more than I hate coleslaw, and I hate coleslaw.
I hate coleslaw because they got mayonnaise on it, but bananas?
I do not like bananas.
Oh my God.
It's a tie between bananas and spinach.
Yo, we're gonna start a fight in chat. This ain't chitlins. This ain't Brussels sprouts.
No, leave my chitlins alone. Bring it all over here. I'm country. I keep telling y'all, I'm country.
Oh my God.
I love chitlins. Man, chitlins, pig feet.
He said pork can go, tuna can go forever. Raisins. Yo, so we're gonna get rid of raisins but not grapes? Nah, you bugging.
Raisins. Raisins can go. No tuna, no pork. Ooh. All meat can go.
You wildin'.
You wildin' for real.
You can get rid of lima beans though. I don't even know why those things exist.
I forgot lima beans existed.
Every time I used to get a beating all the time because when I saw a lima bean on my plate, I would flick it off, and they'd be like, "Boy, stop wasting my food." I'm like, "Well, stop putting lima beans on my plate."
No meat. Lima beans are good. Hey, Noir.
You can't have a cookout with no meat.
What is that? What would that be called? I don't even think you can justify calling that a cookout.
It's just a vegan roast, I guess, at that point.
A vegan roast.
Yo, you just boiling water.
Somebody said a whiteout.
Oh my God. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Black Eyed Peas. Now you can keep the band. Get rid of the legume.
Somebody says black eyed peas. Now, see, the thing with black eyed peas is I don't eat them, but in Southern tradition, you have to cook them on New Year's because that's how you get your coins for good luck. So I'll cook them, but I don't eat them. Yeah.
All right, we got 2 minutes left. Let's take a moment to reintroduce ourselves and cast off the crowd. So, if y'all didn't know, I'm Cyforce. There's a big ass text box right beneath my name. I would consider myself a horror streamer. I used to play a lot of Overwatch, but I'm off that now. And now I'm just, making my nerves real bad and shouting and screaming as I play Resident Evil, as I play games like Pacify and other scary jump scare games. You won't catch me on Dead by Daylight just yet, but I'm going to need y'all to convince me if y'all want me to play that.
Come on over.
You can catch me streaming Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays at 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. I have a little short 2-hour show. It's all good. And I can't wait to see you guys soon in the next Cookout Podcast Extra.
My turn? Okay. So I'm Harley. I am a streamer also. I am a horror streamer, but I'm trying to branch out into a lot more stuff. I play Dead by Daylight, any other indie horror games. I am on Twitch and Mixer, so please come and see me. I call my area the Playpen, so come on over. We got cookies and all that good stuff. But yeah, man, thank y'all so much for coming out. We can't wait to see y'all again. Just make sure to follow the Cookout page, and of course go follow Cyforce and myself. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, all the other social media stuff at Harley Quinn. Cyforce, your Twitter and stuff?
Everything, any social media that exists, MySpace, High Five, YouPorn,
Bebo,
all at Cyforce. Everything is at Cyforce. If you see that name, it's probably me. So, but you'll catch me mostly on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitch, my main platform, twitch.tv/Cyforce. So thank you.
Wait, Tila said it starts at 4, so I think we
What?
got a break, or is it starting right now?
We must have a break. I just know I gotta go. I gotta go look at some houses and find a place to live.
Please, man, we need you with a roof over your head.
I know, right? I know. So thank you guys very much for joining us, and I guess we'll see you next month for the next podcast extra.
Yeah. Ruby, if you want to keep this going, you can come to me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. I'll have this conversation going all night. So, but yeah, guys, thank y'all.
All right. See y'all later.